Ever wonder how project managers organize complex projects into simple, actionable tasks? They do it using a technique called work breakdown structure. Today, we will cover the basics of WBS along with its importance in managing projects. So, what's in this video? In this video, you will learn what is a WBS, how the WBS hierarchy works, what are its inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs. In short, we call it ITTOs. And we will also go through a practical example of mobile app development. And then we will discuss some of the important points of WBS, which are essential in project success. And in the last section, we will understand what a WBS dictionary is. So, what is a WBS? It is a project management tool that breaks down a project into smaller, manageable work packages. We will discuss what a work package is later in this video. A WBS ensures that all the deliverables are included in project scope. It means that if something is not mentioned in the WBS, it is not part of the project scope. A WBS helps in planning, budgeting, scheduling, and resource allocation. It simplifies the monitoring of project's progress and manage changes. So how does a WBS helps in monitoring project's progress and manage changes in the project? It is done by a reference to the WBS. A project manager refers to the WBS to identify the impacts of changes and monitor progress at each level in the WBS. Now let's talk about the ITTOs of WBS. In inputs, we have project management plan, project scope statement, requirements documentation, organizational process assets or OPAs, and enterprise environmental factors. In tools and techniques, we have expert judgment and decomposition. And in the outputs, we have scope baseline, which consists of project scope statement, WBS, and WBS dictionary. And we also have project document updates. Now let's discuss inputs of WBS in detail. First is project management plan. A project management plan is required in creating a WBS because it provides the roadmap and framework for creating the WBS. It is a comprehensive document that contains different project management plans, and it also contains the scope and objectives of the project that is essential in creating a WBS. Next is project scope statement. A project scope statement clearly defines the project's deliverables and boundaries, serving as the foundation of WBS creation. Then we have requirements documentation or project documents. Project documents are required because they offer detailed information such as requirements, assumptions, and constraints that are helpful in development of WBS. Then there is enterprise environmental factors, which is important because it influences WBS creation through organizational culture, industry standards, and regulatory requirements. And last, we have organizational process assets, OPAs, which provides templates, policies, and past WBS examples to standardize and streamline the creation of WBS process. In tools and techniques, we have decomposition and expert judgment. Decomposition is simply the breaking down of project deliverables into smaller, manageable work packages. Expert judgment involves consulting with subject matter experts with specialized knowledge in WBS development. These experts can actually help in breaking down of complex projects into manageable parts that is used to create the structure of WBS. In the outputs, we have scope baseline, which consists of WBS and WBS dictionary, and project documents updates. A WBS is simply a hierarchical decomposition of the total scope of work. We will create our own WBS in the example later in this video. Then we have WBS dictionary. A WBS dictionary is a detailed document that provides a comprehensive description of each element in the WBS. If we don't have a WBS dictionary, then everyone would interpret deliverables and activities according to their own understanding, which may lead to scope creep of the project. So it is a critical reference that explains the work associated with each component of the work package. In the last, we have project documents updates. Project documents were also part of the input. If there are any modification or updates made during the creation of the WBS, these are made part of the project document updates. Before creating a WBS of mobile app development, I have broken down the deliverables of this project. You can see the first deliverable is project planning, then app design, development, testing and quality assurance, deployment and launch, and post-launch support. I've also broken down these deliverables into their work packages. Now let's put all of these data in a WBS hierarchy. Here you can see that a WBS hierarchy is typically shaped like a tree, where the project is broken down into multiple levels. At the top level, we have the project name, mobile app development. Then at level 2, we have written the name of deliverables, project planning, app design, and so on. And at level 3, we have further broken down these deliverables into work packages. If a project is more complex, we can further break down these deliverables at level 4 or level 5 depending on the complexity of the project. Now, in order to identify the location of each work package in a WBS, we assign identification number to each element in the WBS. Here you can see that the top level, level 1 is assigned 1.0, and then at level 2 and level 3, the numbering is done according to the sequence. You can see that the level 1 is project name, the level 2 is control packages or deliverables, and level 3 is work packages. It is not necessary that the work packages are always at level 3. It is dependent on the complexity of the project. Now let's discuss the importance of WBS in projects. First of all, we have prevent scope creep. Any work that is not part of the WBS is out of the project scope. This helps avoid unauthorized changes or addition to the project scope. Then we have clear task ownership. Each work package in the WBS is assigned to a team or individual. This makes clear who is responsible for completing a specific task. Then we have improved risk identification. By breaking down the project into smaller components, potential risk associated with each work package can be identified and addressed early in the project. WBS also helps in simplifying project scheduling. By breaking down task dependencies between components can be identified, allowing for better scheduling. Then we have the precision in cost estimation. As we break down the project into granular work packages, it allows for highly accurate bottom-up cost estimates. Each task is budgeted individually, which reduces the likelihood of cost overruns. Then we have earned value management. WBS is helpful in calculations of EVM. By the way, I have made a separate video on EVM calculations. If you want to know more about EVM, you can refer to that video. And in the last, we have tracking specific milestones. The WBS provides a roadmap with clear checkpoints for progress tracking. So it makes it easier for us to measure the specific milestones of the project. Now, the last topic of this video is WBS Dictionary. A WBS Dictionary is a detailed document that provides comprehensive description of each element in work breakdown structure. The primary purpose of a WBS dictionary is to provide clarity and detail to the work packages in the WBS. It elaborates on the scope, deliverables, activities, and resources for each work package. Here is a template of WBS dictionary. On the top, we have WBS code. This code is same as the identification number we gave to each element in the WBS, and we have used the same example of the WBS hierarchy here. So the name of the work package is requirement gathering. It has the description which elaborates what needs to be done to complete this work package. Then we have deliverables, resources required to complete this work package, the duration, then there is predecessor of this activity if there is any. Here it is none. Then the successor of this activity, then the owner or responsible person for this WBS work package, and the acceptance criteria, and then the remarks related to this work package. So that's it from this video. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand WBS better, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more project management topics.